Hello kids, today we are going to start a history chapter. Chapter number 4, what books and burials tell us. So let us read the chapter. Mary in the library. As the bell rang, the teacher asked the students to follow him because they were going to the library for the first time. When Mary stepped inside, she found that the library was much larger than their classroom, and there were so many shelves, all full of books. In one corner was a cupboard filled with large old volumes. Seeing her trying to open the cupboard, the teacher said, "That cupboard has very special books on different religions. Did you know that we have a set of the Vedas?" "What are the Vedas?" Mary wondered. Let us find out. One of the oldest books in the world. You may have heard about the Vedas. There are four of them: the Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. The oldest Veda is the Rig Veda, composed about 3500 years ago. The Rig Veda includes more than 1,000 hymns, called Sukta or well said. These hymns are in praise of various gods and goddesses. Three gods are especially important: Agni, the god of fire; Indra, a warrior god; and Soma, a plant from which a special drink was prepared. These hymns were composed by sages, means rishis. Priests taught students to recite and memorize such syllable, word, and sentence beat by beat with great care. Most of the hymns were composed, taught, and learnt by men. A few were composed by women. The Rigveda is in Old or Vedic Sanskrit, which is different from the Sanskrit you learn in school these days. So first of all, we will see the Vedas and what they tell us. The Vedas. The word Veda means knowledge or wisdom. Vedas are texts of ancient India and secret books of Hinduism. They are probably the oldest text in the world. According to the Hindu tradition, the gods told the Vedas to the rishis. As there was no writing at that time, the rishis kept passing them orally to the next generations and preserved them. The oldest Veda is the Rig Veda. Scholars think the Rig Veda must have originated in the northwestern part of India known as the Saptasindhu. The Rig Veda is divided into 10 books and has 1028 hymns in praise of different gods. Some of the gods mentioned are Indra, the god of weather; Rudra, the god of storms; Agni, the god of fire; Varun, the god of rain. The Rigvedic people looked upon the forces of nature as God. Most of the hymns of the Rig Veda are written in praise of the various forces of nature. The verses describe nature in a very poetic way. Rishis like Vishwamitra, Vasishtha, Bharadwaja have written the hymns. Some of the verses of the Rig Veda are still recited at religious functions. The famous Gayatri Mantra is part of the Rig Veda. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. The Rig Veda was probably not written down before the 4th century in the Gupta period. For almost 1,000 years, it was preserved by oral tradition only. Scholars aren't sure where and when the Vedas were actually composed. Lokmanya Tilak studied the position of the stars described in the Vedas and wrote a book, Arctic Home in the Vedas, 1903. In the book, he states that the Aryans originated near the North Pole and come south during the Ice Age. The Rig Veda is in Old or Vedic Sanskrit. This is quite different from the Sanskrit that you learn in school. The next is the Yajur Veda. The Yajur Veda is the book of rituals. Yajush means sacrifices. Veda means knowledge. Yajur Veda is the book that gives us knowledge about how to go about yajnas and sacrifices. It is like a handbook for priests. Next is the Samaveda. The Samveda is the book of melodies. It was a sangbook for singer priests who took part in rituals. Most of the stanzas in the Samveda are from the Rig Veda, and there are instructions as to how they should be chanted and sung. Chanted means jap karna. Now, the first three Vedas. The first three Vedas are called the triple secret science of number 1, reciting hymns means Rig Veda. Number 2, sacrifices means Yajur Veda. Number 3, chanting means Sam Veda. Now the fourth Veda. The Atharva Veda is the fourth Veda. It is quite different from the other three Vedas. Unlike the other three Vedas, the Atharva Veda has less connection with sacrifice. Its first part consists chiefly of spells and incantations concerned with protection against demons and disaster, spells for the healing of diseases, for long life and for various desires or aims in life. The second part of the text contains speculative and philosophical hymns. In its third section, the Atharva Veda contains mantras used in marriage and death rituals. Now the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas are commentaries on the four Vedas. They explain the details regarding proper performance of rituals. Now the Aranyakas. Aranyaka means belonging to the wilderness. They contain Brahman style discussion of especially dangerous rituals such as the Mahavrata and Pravagya, and therefore had to be learnt in the wilderness. There are also other things described in the Aranyakas, such as several antidotes in the form of rituals for warding off death and sickness, the effects of dreams. There is also discussion about philosophical matters and how to attain self-control, etc. Now, the Upanishad. The Sanskrit word Upanishad can be split as follows. Upa means near, Ni means down, Shad means sit. Upanishad means sitting down near a guru to receive instruction. Upanishad contain the divine syllable Om, which is the start of all existence. Upanishads talks about the universal spirit and individual soul. The soundless sound which says peace, peace, peace is from the Upanishads too. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Next is other literature. So there are other books on special subjects written at that time too. Number 1, Ayurveda written on medicine, Dhanurveda on archery, Gandharva Veda on dance, Shastrastra on military science, and Shilpa Veda on architecture. So we will continue this chapter in our next video.